Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic!
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah. It's the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. It's the Classic Codes. You know I gotta come to the ring, man.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me.
Yeah. I got the code. Yeah.
They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused.
Let's go. Yo, it's Classic with the Classic Codes. And I got another great live show for y'all today, man. Make sure y'all hit that 333 in the chat. Tap the like button. Stay active. Talk to me whether you agree or disagree, because we got to crack these codes, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, whether you streaming from where you watching me from YouTube or Twitch. Shout out. I definitely appreciate you. So today we got a straightforward show because I'll be streaming twice, right? So big announcement. Today's the first episode of the Queen Codes. It's my all-women panel. I'll be hosting, but other than that, it's an all-woman panel. We got a great different mixture of women from ethnicities to locations in the country, different perspectives, belief systems, everything. So it's going to be great conversations. Today we tapping in on a lot of different types of topics, and the show is really going to be led by the women. I'm simply a moderator, so I'm super excited about this evening. That'll be at 6:30 Central Standard Time, streaming right here at the Classic Codes on YouTube and on Twitch, the Queen Codes. And shout out to all the ladies in advance that will be on stream tonight with the Queen Codes. That's going to be super dope. So yeah, we got a live reaction today. We got a question of the day. We got a story time, and we got a code language. Straightforward, straight to the point. We should be in and out probably in under an hour today. I got a lot of preparation to do for the show tonight, even though I'm not going to be doing the majority of the talking, but I do have to make sure everything is right, because this is the first one. And I just want it to go great. So, and it's going to go amazing. Don't worry about that. So yeah, without further ado, we ain't gonna waste no time, man. Let's get into our live reaction video. We sliding over to the It's Given podcast. We sliding over to the It's Given podcast with Sarah. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so I always leave it alone. But we sliding over to her podcast, and she was having a conversation with this sister that I wasn't super familiar with. Her name is Joy. And they're having a conversation, and they get to speaking about the types of women that masculine men tend to disqualify. So when they got to this part of the conversation, I felt that, it was intriguing. So I went on ahead and hit that pause button and made sure I can give an authentic reaction to y'all. So let's get it.
This is what I'm going to say, women, when it comes to income disparity. I think we are stuck on this six-figure man. But depending on the amount of money, it's not odd for a woman to out-earn a man.
Also true.
Look at Cardi B and Offset.
Terrible.
Okay? She way out-earned him. He made 7 figures. You know what I'm saying? Like, she still out-earned him, right? So it's like, just because you out-earn a man doesn't mean that he can't be masculine. Now, mind you, that was probably a horrible example, because he is so, not because he's a millionaire, because to me, he's a feminine man.
Super.
He's a feminine man.
Honestly, I feel like most of these men that are dating like the hot female celebrities are feminine. And I feel like a lot of the women are masculine. I do feel that way.
If the woman is, there can only be one feminine and one masculine in a relationship.
I agree.
So if the man is in his feminine, the woman has to be in the masculine.
I agree.
But I see Cardi over here with this little NFL player.
She and her.
No shots fired, no problems, no shots fired. But keep in mind, both of these women here, single.
Feminine, baby.
She a whole nother Cardi B.
Yes, she is.
I see Tiana Taylor out here, baby, looking the bomb. She keep. There can only be one masculine and one feminine.
I agree.
And if the man is in that feminine, the woman has to be in the masculine.
And I agree with you. And I've been that. You know, there was a relationship that I had where I was like, I started off in my feminine wanting, but this man didn't really have any leadership. And what's crazy is inside of that relationship, I became more masculine.
Correct.
And it's like, and that's the thing. A lot of these men say, you know, I'm an alpha, I'm a leader, I'm this, I'm that, but like, where are you going?
Right.
You don't make good choices.
Correct.
You know, and it's not every man, obviously, but I do feel like dating in 2025 is just different.
It's different.
Let me stop right there because I thought she was going to add more context to what she just said. It was interesting because, you know, on my channel, we always try to talk about things and bring everything back around to reality. Because when these microphones come on, you know, people have a proclivity to try to speak and save face at the same time, forgetting that we're all living a human experience. So to a degree, I think there is a level of acceptable vulnerability that people can exhibit with one another because we all could have empathy, right? So aside from that, she said that she had to be masculine in the relationships because the men weren't leaders or whatever the case may be. Or she says that some men want to be leaders, but where are you going? Show me, and just to bring the conversation to reality, I'm not even necessarily disagreeing with it, just add nuance, right? Show me a situation where a man who was not born into a wealthy family or a rich family, show me a situation where that man didn't have a lot of trial and error on the way to his greatness. Show me a situation. I don't know a testimony where there was no trial and error involved, like no missteps, no bad investment. No, I don't know any situation where a man was getting it out the mud and he didn't have like missteps somewhere or L's that he took somewhere, or, you know, and then you get it back or you learn something from it and boom, boom, boom. And it takes some time and you level back up. I think the difference is that, like, for example, my grandfather was, you know, entrepreneur. He was an entrepreneur. He was into real estate. He owned buildings. He did a lot of stuff. He was an electrician, et cetera, et cetera. He had multiple streams of income, right? But along the way of getting to a point where they were like super sturdy and super stable, it was some L's in there. It was some learning experiences in there. It was some, oh shit, I could have went left and we went right in there. It was some of that in there, but grandma was with him the whole way. I think a lot of times, like in this situation now, like if you a man, it's almost like shit, you can't really take no L's in front of your lady. Based on what we seeing on the internet, it almost seems like it presents that way. Like you can't don't take no L's and let her know about it. You gotta like fake the funk. Like, gee, if you are not going the route of just punching somebody clock for your whole life and you got anything entrepreneurial going on, it's gonna be some L's, fam. It's gonna be some ups and some downs. So I think the women who kind of like speak about those situations, accompanied with their testimony about how they left those situations, is like, you got to question, does that speaker have what it takes to be in a long-term relationship? You know what I mean? But let's go.
It's a whole new beast.
Different. I was in the airport, right? I was in the airport and our plane got canceled for 8 hours.
Oh,
so this guy's like, hey, you know, we're talking. He was not my type, but
wasting somebody's time. They was talking, but he was not her type. Souls of thought in the building. Yes, sir. Chat 333. Sliding through. Yes, Lord. She said they was talking. They was in the airport. They was talking, but he wasn't her type. So translation, you was wasting this man's time. Let's go.
I'm gonna give my number. Right.
Okay.
So I'm in Richmond, Virginia, small airport.
Yep.
There's no name brand restaurant in the airport.
Right.
Okay. So later on, I'm eating. I see him leaving from eating in the same restaurant. So I'm assuming, he already paid this little bill, because you got my number, so you're going to do something to make sure that I remember you. So when you call, I pick up your number.
Right.
And then when the waiter brought my little $10 check for my little tuna sandwich, I'm like, you didn't even pick up this little airport bill. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. It's the thoughtfulness.
It's the small things.
It's so
Correct.
small. Like it's not even about the money.
It's the principle.
Yes, it's
Hey, y'all, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. I want to present it as a question before I give my take on it. If you see, let's go with her exact scenario. You see a woman that you find attractive in the airport. You approach her at the airport, bar, restaurant, whatever situation, right? You talk to her. You know, you walk up on her. She already has her food. She has a drink. You sit down. You drum up a conversation. Maybe you have some food and a drink. Y'all talk. You get her number. You know, you leaving before her. Let's say your flight is ready. You leaving before her. So because you sat down and shot your shot and you got the number, that now turns into y'all first date and it's supposed to be on you. What y'all think about that, chat? When you shoot your shot in a public place with food and drink, does that, if she's accepting of it, does that turn into the first date and the bill becomes on you? Is that common courtesy? Is that, what is that? Is that above and beyond? Is that expected? Is that the norm? I'm asking a question. I'm not giving y'all what I think about it. That's interesting. I'm going to replay it while I get a chance to chime in on this. I know some of y'all at work. Talk to me, chat. Let me see. I want her to get a scenario again. That's interesting.
I'm gonna give my number. Okay.
Right.
So I'm in Richmond, Virginia, small airport.
Yep.
There's no name brand restaurant in the airport.
Right.
Okay. So later on, I'm eating. I see him leaving from eating in the same restaurant. So I'm assuming, he already paid this little bill because you got my number. So you're going to do something to make sure that I remember you. So when you call, I pick up your number.
Right.
And then when the waiter brought my little $10 check for my little tuna sandwich, I'm like, you didn't even pick up this little airport bill. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. It's the thoughtfulness.
It's the small things.
It's so
Correct.
small. Like it's not even about the money.
It's the principle.
Yes, it's the principle. And you know what? I feel like when you are a woman of principle, it is way more challenging to find a man.
Yes.
And then on top of that, or to be found by a man. And then on top of that, you have to deal with how society weaponizes singleness. People will be like, what's wrong with her? She's single. No, what's wrong with y'all? Where are the good options at?
Correct.
You know?
Correct.
And there are a lot of really good men out here. Like, honestly, I'm having an amazing dating experience. I will not lie. I'm
confused. I'm confused. Bruh, she's saying everything. She's saying shit that don't go together. I'm confused. What's going on? She said, where are the good options? But there is good men out here. I'm having a great dating experience. And then they ask you, why are you single? Is something wrong with you? And then it's like, I'm confused. Wait, so if there's good options and you having a great dating experience, but okay. No, maybe I'm not listening well. Let's do that. I'm gonna put it on me first. Let's go back 30 seconds and y'all tell me if y'all confused as I am.
Even pick up this little airport bill. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. It's the thoughtfulness.
It's the small things.
It's so
Correct.
small. Like it's not even about the money.
It's the principle.
Yeah.
Hold on, before she go, this is what I call double talking. Don't let nobody double talk to you.
Yes, it's the principle. And you know what? I feel like when you are a woman of principle, it is way more challenging to find a man.
Yes.
And then on top of that, or to be found by a man. And then on top of that, you have to deal with how society weaponizes singleness. People will be like, what's wrong with her? She's single. No, what's wrong with y'all? Where are the good options at?
Correct.
You know?
Correct.
And there are a lot of really good men out here. Like, honestly, I'm having an amazing dating experience. I will not lie. I'm living my life like it's golden.
Come
as
on,
Jill Scott
golden.
said.
Hey,
You know?
hey.
However, I hear stories and I see things and I'm like, yo, these men, this is
No. I'm not gonna deny what I see.
Classic.
Flag on the play, G. Flag on the play. No, she just said everything. You can't say everything because we don't know. What do you mean for real? First, she said it's more challenging to find a good man when you're a woman of principles. Okay, that go both ways. Cool. Then she was like, then they weaponize being single against you. Like, oh, you single. What's wrong with you? Right? And she was like, as a defense to that statement, She's like, where are all the good options at? But then to save face and not sound like somebody who can't find options, she jumped back on the other side of the fence and was like, but don't get me wrong, it's hella good dudes and I'm having a great dating experience. I'm living my life like it's golden, which us as men could translate into getting hit. We could, but we're going to give his sister the benefit of the doubt like always. You know what I'm saying?
Classic.
And then she come back in like, fam, in the chat, tell me if I'm tweaking or if that wasn't just confusing. Yeah, thank you. See you tonight on the Queen Codes. April, shout out. She said she just contradicted herself like 5 times.
Classic.
like, yo, I understand full-fledged. I understand that a big part of communication is being able to listen. I don't even think you're entitled to respond if you haven't heard somebody out. You're not even entitled to respond. How you going to respond to what I'm saying if you ain't even heard everything I got to say? Now, if somebody is extremely long-winded and they spinning the block on their point 3 times, it is okay to jump in and say, I get what you're saying. You said it twice. You on your 3rd revolution. Can I? You feel me? But that's just good communication. Shorty just, hey, she just spun us 3 ways from Sunday, fam. I know I'm not tripping. For a second, I started questioning my own intelligence. Like, wait, did this make sense? Or did she just say a little bit of everything? So you could take this and clip this up into 5 different clips and she made 3 different points. That's crazy. Y'all got to be careful on y'all got to be careful on YouTube, man. That's why we come here and we slow it down and we make sure that we crack these codes.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
But let's go.
It's very different. It's different. I'm gonna say it's different.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think men lack leadership and are much more feminine?
I think the roles are just starting to reverse.
I agree.
Like,
how do you fix it?
Yeah.
We need.
You know what else makes me concerned when people speak about when people speak about the climate of what's going on, but none of it applies to them. She like, yeah, like my dating experience is amazing right now. I'm living my life like it's golden, but I see the rest of the world and I see, man, you out here, you in the field too. You might catch a pop fly too. Like if you outside, you outside. This is an unmarried woman speaking. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't, then if I challenge her too much, y'all will think I hate women. If I challenge her too much, y'all will think I hate women. So, but it's just like, I'm listening to you. That's it. I don't know. Maybe if they feel like the IQ of the average listener ain't like we can hear you. What Cat Williams say? Do you know we can see you? I think we got what we need though, because I came here to talk about the piece of it where they talked about masculine men don't date certain types of women, and they were using Offset as an example, like men who would date a woman similar to like a Cardi B or, you know, a Meg Thee Stallion or, you know, certain types of women or whatever the case may be, like masculine men wouldn't necessarily deal with them. It would have to be a more feminine man, and the woman is probably going to be in more of a masculine role. I can't say that. I think that masculine men, like most other men, when they see something they like, you know what I'm saying, they willing to, you know, see, but are they going to date them with intentions? That'd be the thing. And so I see the point in that regard. Like a man that respects himself a certain way probably isn't going to deal with a woman of a certain reputation past a certain point. That part I can agree with. You know what I mean? And oftentimes as a man, a lot of the stuff that you stand for but are willing to compromise when a certain woman come around, a lot of that says a lot of what you think about yourself. And if whatever you think about yourself is going to present. So if you confident, like it shows. If you insecure, it shows. If you're overly willing to compromise, it shows. So it shows. You got to be aware of what you're showing. That's all, man. But we all for that one. Thank you for the It's Giving podcast. Y'all make sure y'all tap in if y'all want to hear some more of that good double talk. You know, that was wild, man. Wild. Way to start the show. Way to start the show.
Classic.
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Make sure y'all tap that like button. Get me right. Get me right. We got a sale on the like button right now. No charge. No charge. We moving into the question of the day. This one is interesting. So, question of the day. In your opinion, what's the preferred relationship dynamic for most men? Okay. What we doing, fellas? Chat, talk to me. I seen Perry in the building. Shout out. I seen Souls of Thought in the building. Shout out. I know he getting his bag right now. I see April in the building. Shout out. Ladies, chime in on this one too. Y'all tap in on this question of the day real quick before I start giving y'all my point of view. In your opinion, what's the preferred relationship dynamic for most men? It's an opinion question. No right or wrong answers here. I want to know what y'all think. I have an opinion. I can't prove it or disprove it, but and I can answer this question a couple of different ways. I definitely want to hear what y'all think about it though, for sure. I'm being chill tonight. You know, I meditated this morning. I got my Queen Codes, you know what I mean? I got my Queen Codes panel tonight. So I get to sit and listen to the different multitudes of female point of views. I'm zen, y'all. No crashing out for me today. You know, no crashing out for me today. I'm chilling. But this is a very interesting question, nevertheless. I'm trying to give y'all a second to tell me something, but I'll start to speak on it. In your opinion, what's the preferred relationship dynamic for most men? So preferred, this isn't speaking to what men could actually accomplish or what we could actually make normal, but just the preferred dynamic. I think that I'll be 100% honest based on conversations that I've had with men, because I kind of be taking a census when everybody that I'm subscribed to and subscribe to me back on all platforms, we gonna interact with each other. I'm not a dry subscriber. Like, I interact with people if they're interactive, you know what I mean? And so I have a lot of conversations with people about different things like this, but my take on this would be that I think the average man wants just what they consider to be a good woman. One solid, good woman. I think the average man, by and large, vast majority, want a good woman. Does that mean that because they desire one good woman that the average man is going to be a perfect man? No, that's a whole separate conversation, right? But if we just talking about their preferred relationship dynamic, I think most men want a good solid wife that they at least feel in their heart like they can trust. You know what I mean? Because trust ain't nothing but an emotion anyway, right? It's real for as long as it lasts, right? Since somebody's trustworthy until they're not. I mean, that's how that shit works. So April says preferred dynamic. He leads, she provides softness and submissiveness. You think most men prefer one woman, April, to add to that? Thank you for tapping in. The fellas dead quiet. I know them boys at work though.
Classic.
Get that money. That's why we the daytime show. We go one on nobody. It's nothing. But yeah, I think that most men probably prefer a solid woman that they feel like they could trust. That's where I'm at with it. But there's more. But wait, there's more. I feel like there is men who are exceptional, because being a man is not monolithic, right? And so just like women, there's different sets of men and different sets of women that got different types of options and different types of things at their disposal for whatever the reason may be. You know, there are women who have different types of options in dealing with men at their disposal because of how they're set up physically and, you know, how they present aesthetically. And then maybe they've mastered the art of seduction. So that gives them a level of control or manipulation over men, and they can deal with men in a certain capacity and reap the benefits of certain types of men, right? But on the flip side, same thing with men, because women are naturally hypergamous and value resources and provision and things like that. If you're a man who can gain resources and get a bunch of money, you could be dog dead but ugly. You know what I mean? You could be sloppy, stupid, ugly. But if your pockets it is known fact that the money is actually long, you're not putting on, you're not presenting the way you get to deal with women, the way they want to deal with you, it changes. So if we start talking about the exceptions to the rule a little bit, just to go deeper into the question, I got you, April. I see the comment. Just to go deeper into the question a little bit, add some nuance to it. If we start talking about the exceptions to the rule, I think the preferences change. I definitely think the preferences change. I think that the exceptional man, in whatever capacity, they generally are going to want some element of variety. That could look a lot of different ways. You got some men that wholeheartedly want polygyny, right? They want multiple wives flat out in the dough, right? Then you have some men who want a wife mistress set up. And we're talking about preference, right? We're not talking about what people actually can pull off, what people are actually doing. And this is an opinion question, so everything is welcome. But when you cross over into the exceptions, I do think preferences change. Is that agreeable, y'all? April said prefer to keep their options open, but if they have that one that checks all the boxes, then they'll lock in on one. I think that's fair. For most men, the average guy, I think that's fair. I ain't gonna lie. I think you starting to learn us a little bit, April. Starting to learn us a little. I ain't gonna troll you.
Classic.
Harry said submissive, motherly, kind, and exclusive. Heavy on the exclusive, yeah. Submissive, motherly, kind, and exclusive. Soul said no one checks all the boxes. We got a debate brewing in the chat, people. But this is how we get to the bottom of it.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
April said, Perry, do you mean nurturing? Oh, they got a whole conversation going, y'all. The question of the day, that's how we know we got a good one, right? Shout out to everybody that's new here. I see a lot of people in the chat. What's going on? Make sure y'all hit that like button. It's free. Right quick, too. I know y'all at work. Right quick. Yes, Lord. Yeah. Shout out to everybody tapping in from Twitch, too. But the question of the day, we still on that. We got some different POVs coming in. I'm going to let them have this conversation out a little bit. He said, so the question of the day right now is, in your opinion, what's the preferred relationship dynamic for most men? And then Soul said, no woman checks all the boxes. Me personally, on this beautiful Tuesday, having the Queen's Code panel this evening, I'm not falling for the gaslight. Not doing it. He said not motherly, but nurturing. Oh, she was asking Perry, does he mean nurturing when he says motherly? But he might mean motherly too, because if you looking at a woman that you want to raise your children, she got to have some of that motherly, that, you know, you got to feel like she up for that job. Because I would be willing to say that I don't believe, you know, that all men are necessarily setting themselves up to be fit to be fathers. And when I say fit to be fathers, I'm talking about like actually being a dad to a child, like fatherhood. You know what I mean? Not so much being able to provide and pay for Pampers, right? Just like, and in the same way, I don't necessarily feel like all women are fit to be mothers. Like when I listen to like some of these panels, and you'll see some of these women who are like single mothers of like multiple children and stuff like that. All right, cool. You know, but then like I'll listen to them talk. And like I said, a big part of communication is listening. So I try to be as good at that part as I am at the speaking part. I work on it every day, but it's just like you listen to them. And when you hear them for real, it's like, okay, the conclusion I'm drawing, I don't know if you want me to say this out loud or what, because you'll listen to them talking. It's like, okay, you probably shouldn't have never had kids at all. Not the number of kids you got, not just at all. Like, because they'll talk about motherhood like it's a flat out burden. Like I've listened to panels where a woman will talk about motherhood like it's a burden for like 10 minutes straight. And then at the end be like, but I love my babies. I wouldn't trade them for the world. That's a fact.
Classic.
Tell me y'all ain't heard no shit like that. April said, I understand. Yeah, for sure. Soul said, Soul's laughing. Perry said, I meant motherly. Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought that's what came to mind though when he said motherly though. But I feel like that motherly energy, it transitioned into nurturing for the man of the house anyway though. I feel like that's kind of like synonymous. But yeah, I definitely feel like when you start getting into the exceptions, like the exceptional or what we call exceptional women in regards to physical looks and stuff like that. I feel like the way they get to move with men and the things they get to expect from men, their reality is a little different. And the same thing for men. If you're a 6'5", NBA player, and let's say you're not even a superstar, you play 15 minutes, 18 minutes a game. You a 6th or 7th man off the bench, but you play every night. Your jersey got a couple sales or whatever. You make more than decent money or whatever the case, right? And you just walking amongst the regular civilians of the world. You're 6'5", you lean and athletically fit. You clearly are financially stable in some, like the way that you're going to be able to say what you prefer from women is different from bro that work, just over at the post office. And he might be 6 feet, work at the post office. He go to the gym after work and shit like that. But it's what he get to say he want out of the market and what bro get to say he want out of the market is not the same. So those preferences do change. That's why I always try to speak about the average person first, but we can get into the nuances of it, because a lot of times average men get painted like they have the same preferences as rich men. And you really don't, not necessarily. If you really talk to the average man about like what he wants to do, he probably just wants something solid and he's just trying to chill. But again, that doesn't mean that the man gonna be perfect for 50 years. Like that's the part, right? Oh, but you said, and he cheated. Hey, listen, 50 years, if y'all get together in y'all 30s and y'all live to damn near 80, that's a 50 ball. That's 5 decades. You telling me you thought that you was gonna be the only one thought he was handsome? No, let me stop trolling, man. Soul said it's not possible. Maybe on the surface or their representative, men growth is endless. Our ceiling gets higher as we get older, so that one scantron will never be right. Let's go. Let's go.
Classic.
Huh? Let's do that one again. He said it's not possible. Maybe on the surface or their representative, men growth is endless. Our ceiling gets higher as we get older, so that one scantron will never be right. Is what he said. Hey, the man said what he said. He said what he said. I don't know. So what does that mean, Souls? Does that mean we always leasing? We never buying? Is that what you're saying? I don't know if I can get behind that, man. I don't know, but I don't think that's what you're saying. But you're saying that no one woman checks all the boxes. I get what you're driving home. But if somebody wanted to twist your words, you know what I'm saying, they could take it there. They could say, technically, if we go off of what you said, that as men get older and more successful and more stable, he should technically be trading up. Kinda, if somebody wanted to take that wrong. He said, no, I feel we have to settle for the best option. Hey, I say it all the time. People vilified the word settle, and the whole time it's been called settling down. That's what it's called. Settling down. That's what it's called. You're supposed to chill. Like, yeah, okay, something more shiny showed up. Too bad. I already chose this. You know what I mean? Type shit. But you got to find the person that, you want to have them feelings, you want to have that for. April said, so do women have a cap on growth? Ooh, she counter punching, Souls. She slipped that jab you came with and came to the body. She counter punching. So do women have a cap on growth? Answer it, man, because you said what you said, bro. I didn't say I agree with you. You got to fight your own fight in this chat, bro. You on your own in here,
Classic.
Dog. You on your own in here, dog. You got to put in your own work around here, homie.
Classic.
April said, why can't we grow together? Oh, she got questions, folks. She got
Classic.
questions. She got questions, dog. He said, yes, they do. Oh, shit. He said they have a ceiling for growth.
Natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out. He go crash out.
Hey, he came for blood today. Hey, I know I ain't making it no better, G. I'm going to get Instigator of the Year on YouTube. I got the chat going up. What'd he say? He said, women don't grow, they follow. Damn. Hey, she came with the shot to the body. He ate that, came with a he on that.
Classic.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, chat. We got a good question of the day today. Yeah. But I don't know. Hey, chat, do y'all think, answer the Perry, Perry dying laughing, man. Yeah, man, they into
Ha
it, huh?
ha.
Yeah. It's up there. But tell me this, chat. Do y'all think that as far as dealing with on a day-to-day basis, do y'all feel like most men want multiple women? Or do y'all feel like most men want that solid one for the most part? What y'all think? Do y'all think most men want polygyny? Or do y'all feel like, even if it's something that they don't see as feasible, if you just ask them about their desire, do y'all think most men would want to have multiple wives? Let's say that the government made a law saying that it was okay to have multiple wives, which would make a lot more people start thinking about it, right? That you'd see so many people starting to give it a shot who are so opposed right now. That's all it takes. That's how I be knowing people are indoctrinated. Social engineering is real. If the government came out with a law tomorrow and said you now can take up to 3 wives as a single man, you can take up to 3 wives on paper in the United States of America. Here's how the taxes work. Here's the stipulation. It's a whole bill. They drop that joint tomorrow. Y'all will be shocked how many women all of a sudden, you hear me? And the way we gonna run up a bag talking about the law change on here is crazy, but that's a different conversation. Hypothetically, the amount of women that will pop up saying, shit, I always thought, oh, now it's cool. You feel me? But that's another conversation. Let's go. Soul said, I feel we desire multiple, but want one. I'm trying to let that settle in my spirit. I feel we desire multiple, but want one. Isn't desire and want the same though? Clarify for me, souls. I'm following you. I just want to completely understand. Perry said men want a solid one on average. I'd agree on average. Yeah. He said, April said, I agree with souls on that. We just want a woman to know each day could be their last. Woman needs to crave their man so much that his urges drowned. Hey, souls, you cooking today, bro? You cooking today? You in that mode? You going live today? Yeah, you must be going live tonight. You in that mode? You cooking today? Make sure y'all tap in with Souls of Thought. He said, we just want a woman to know each day could be their last. Woman needs to crave their man so much that his urges drown. And he said, no. Okay. I'll follow you now. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I definitely feel like that. It's almost like I'm gonna give y'all a said women. I got you, souls. But I'm gonna give y'all a parallel that's kind of like off of this exact subject. But there's a boxer's father that always says all these parents need to go look at the stars in their house and stop looking at the stars on TV. It's almost like that, right? So like it's common. You could have a whole ass stable relationship and then like, her celebrity crush or whatever come on the TV and it's like acceptable. And I used to see it when I was a kid, right? Don't let Slim Luther come on the screen or let, prime Denzel come on the screen. My mama act like she done seen her second husband. My dad sitting right there like, beat Denzel. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been saying it. So it's okay for her to sit there and like playfully lust or like, be all shimmery and sparkly eyed over this nigga on the TV and shit. And it's like, you should actually be looking at the dude next to you like that. Like he's supposed to be the fine shit to you, not the dude on the TV screen. Like that's supposed to be whatever. This mine right here. I got the fine shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what we would like. I get what Souls is saying. That's what we would like. He said, wants are things you like to have. Desires are things you deeply yearn for. So a desire is like wants big uncle. Things you like to have versus deeply yearning for. I feel you though. I follow that. I understand the nuance. Thank you for the clarification, man. I came to crack the code.
Classic.
I appreciate that. But let's move on, man. Let's move on from the question of the day. That was a dope one, man. Drummed up a lot of different conversation. We was able to venture off a little bit. All right, we going into the story time. Y'all know we got to slide over to TikTok right quick. Let me see. Here we go. I didn't listen to this. I don't know how it's gonna go. Y'all already know, man. The story time get, it's right up. We shoot straight from the hip. I don't know what's gonna happen. Sometimes they on here talking about ghosts. Other times they on here talking about getting cheated on. We just gonna see. Let me get y'all right real quick. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all tap that like button. No charge today. No charge today only. The like button going up to $10,000 tomorrow. Make sure y'all hit the button like it's the last day. It's free. You feel me? Let's go.
I don't know, y'all. It's a new day and y'all deserve a new story time. So what happened was, y'all saw I'm dating this dude, and one night, I'm getting drunk. Of course, when you get drunk, you want your man, but he know that when I get drunk, I be wanting my man. But I was like an hour and 30 minutes away from his house today, which is normal because that's...
Hold on. What's she at, New Orleans? What's she, Nola? She sound like she got that baby. She baby. April said, if I'm your one, I want you to want me and deeply yearn for me too. Yeah. It's supposed to be like that. That's that make it last forever. That's how it goes. Joe Jet in the building, chat 333 in the building.
Classic.
That boy wrenched up. I'm gonna make sure y'all get y'all wrenches, man. Joe Jet earned that thing. No puffy. Let's go.
I don't know, y'all. It's a new day and y'all deserve a new story time. So what happened was, y'all saw I'm dating this dude, and one night, I'm getting drunk. Of course, when you get drunk, you want your man, but he know that when I get drunk, I be wanting my man. But I was like an hour and 30 minutes away from his house today, which is normal because that's how far I live anyway, but I was somewhere else and I was drinking. So I noticed this particular night, he just kept calling and asking, are you coming over? Are you coming over? Are you coming over? Damn, let me see how drunk I get. Let me see how if my cat start biting when I get motherfucking tipsy and on my level. Let me just see. So he ended up telling me,
hey, let me see if my cat start biting. Is that new shit?
Classic.
hey, let me she said, hold on, let me see if this motherfucker.
Classic.
All right, y'all, we got a story time today. Let's get active.
He was gonna go to sleep, and I was just like, okay, well, I'm not gonna come. But me being me, bitch, I done got drunk and now I want my man. But what my man did not know is he had given me a key to his house, and for some reason he started acting weird. So I just felt like he was going to ask for it back. So at the moment when I felt like he was finna ask for it back, I also had to go to Home Depot and make some other keys. So me being me, I just went ahead and made me an extra key to his house. So that way when he asked me for the key back, I still had an extra key to his house. You get what I'm going with this?
No, see. I need all the good women. I need all the good ass women to be a little loud.
Classic.
Yep. I need all the good ass women to be a little loud.
Classic.
Nah, man. Listen, hold on, chat. This video about viral as hell. This video did good numbers, y'all. We here, as men, we on the internet just like y'all. When we get the imbalance of shit like this right here, you see what I'm saying? And we don't get to hear enough of y'all grade A amazing women. Not saying she bad. I'm not saying she bad at all. This is like this, when y'all talk about clingers, like, okay, men like a woman that's a little clingy, like on a 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, right? Men like a good level 3.4 clinger. We like that. We like it. We like when you want us and you own us. But if I let you see my key right quick and you make a copy of my key, that's level 6 clinger. That's breaking the scale. You made a copy of my key, unbeknownst to me though. You didn't tell me. You didn't ask me if it was cool. You didn't mention if you feel, hey baby, do you feel like it's a good idea? Should I make a copy while I got your key? You didn't fake joke it or nothing. You just went to Home Depot and got active. I'm talking about the key got the little embroidery on it that say, do not duplicate. She copied that motherfucker. She ain't trying to hear none of that. Hey, chat, Come on, help me out. I need the good women to be louder because this right here is scary.
Okay. So I get in my car and I get on the road drunk an hour and 30 minutes. But like I said, I always drive an hour and 30 minutes to this man's house. So I get to the gate and I'm sitting outside the gate, y'all, for 2 hours. I call his phone one time. I only called it one time because, not call his phone. I didn't even call his phone, y'all. I tried to put in a pin in the gate thing, which calls his phone, which he didn't answer, which I didn't expect him to fucking answer because he didn't answer me before I left the house. Okay, cool. So I'm not tripping, but I'm thinking like, okay, either he's asleep or he in there with a bitch. Now I'm gonna tell you what I had told myself I was gonna do if he was in there with a bitch. But so I'm sitting there, and then the pizza man came. So when the pizza man came, he typed in the code. So I'm like, what code y'all use? So the pizza man gave me his code, and I took that code and I put it in my phone.
Oh, the pizza man, the ops. The pizza man,
Classic.
the ops. The pizza man got him. She said it was 3 a.m. What pizza are they ordering? Where's this at, yo? Why would you give her the code, fool? You know, gee, this could have been fatal, bro. Y'all be safe, fellas.
For a later date. So I go, y'all, I park my car. I notice his car not there. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm looking around. I get on the elevator because he had lived on the 3rd floor. Yeah, I get on the elevator. I go up to the 3rd floor, y'all. So before I put this key in this door, I end up, I don't know, y'all. It's a new day and y'all deserve a new story time.
Hold on. Let me see if it's a part 2, chat. Let me see if it's a part 2 for the chat, man. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. If it's a part 2, we finna run it. But listen to me, fellas. A gated community won't even save you. He thought he was safe in a gated community. Oh, I got a gate. She don't got the code to the gate. She ain't got the key to my house. Boy, she got both of them, boy. Huh? Just listen. Just tell her what it is so she know what it is. And then you good. You listen, this how, bro. Ain't no part 2, chat. She sent us off, chat. I'm sick, yo. I'm sick, chat. Damn.
I don't know, y'all. It's a new day and y'all deserve a new story time. So
chat. This did 116,000 likes, y'all. This did 116,000 likes. The gated community couldn't keep her out.
Classic.
I need all the queens. That's why we got the panel tonight. So the positive representations can have a louder voice.
Classic.
Make sure at 6:30 y'all tap in with the Queen Codes. That's Central Standard Time. You know what I mean? I'll be hosting. But ladies, they gonna do all the cooking. I'm just here to eat.
Classic.
You know what I mean? Yes, Lord. But that was a beautiful story time. Shout out to her. Let me look at her page. Shout her page out real quick for y'all. Her page is
happened was y'all saw I'm dating this dude and one night, I'm getting drunk. Of course, when you get
Amberg TV. Amberg AMBERG _TV. Make sure y'all tap in with her on Snapchat. She seemed like she got some dope content. Whatever the case may be, I always link back to the content creator on the edited version of this video so they can get their love. Everybody eats, you know what I mean? But that's it for the story time, man. All right. We got one more segment. We about to move into the code language real quick. While we got people in the chat, if y'all got anything for the chat Q&A portion, if y'all want to talk about a specific topic, y'all got a question, anything at all, put that in your back pocket before I go into the code language. That way we get to the chat Q&A. Y'all already had that on tuck. April said she gonna be single for the rest of her life. Level 7 crazy. Yeah. She up there. That's stage 5. That's stage 5. She driving an hour and a half off the drink with a illegally duplicated key and stole the gate code from the pizza man. Come on, man. You gotta break up with her, relocate. It's a lot of moving parts. it's a lot of moving parts, champ.
Classic.
Hell no. Yeah, it hit different. It hit different. But man, let's get into the code language conversation, man. Code language, resilience. Let's go. About the like we always do with the code language, we start off with the book definition and then we go from there. So code language, resilience. Resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. It's the ability to bounce back from adversity. It involves adapting well in the face of challenges, trauma, or significant sources of stress. Resilience is not just about withstanding hardship, but also about personal growth and positive change that can occur as a result. It's crazy, y'all, because I got hella tattoos. I know y'all can't tell because I don't put my tattoos in like super visible places, but I'm tatted up. So look, so like with I got a lot of words tatted on me, and I was actually gonna get resilience tatted on me. So if y'all get it from this point and you don't already have it, y'all stole that shit from me, just so y'all know. But I was actually gonna get resilience on me because honestly, for real, the more resilient you are is gonna dictate how quickly you able to beat the game, or if you able to beat the game at all. And when I say the game, I'm just talking about life. But it's going to determine if you're able to beat the game and how quickly you'll beat the game. And nobody's racing. We all put ourselves on our own clock and create our own anxiety because society will tell you, okay, at this age, you should be doing this. You should be here already. You should do this. And then we'll put a clock on ourselves and give ourselves anxiety. Me personally, I'm no longer indoctrinated, so I'm not going to do that to myself. I think if you take care of your body and you have good habits, you can live a very long time. So that allows you to slow down. I spent too much time in my life in the Caribbean to be doing everything fast as hell. I watch all these Americans rush to do everything. Niggas rush to get up, rush to make the coffee, rush to get in the shower, rush to get to work, rush to go on lunch, rush to get back from lunch, rush back home to their regular life, rush. Man, listen, I'll be there when I get there. Facts, I'll be there when I get there. I'm gonna get there safe. I may or may not be on time, depending on what on time means to you. Straight up. It's consistent anxiety. Rushing is a form of anxiety. But back on resilience, man. I think that the more resilience you have, the more things you go through, and the earlier you go through them, is really a blessing. It's really a blessing. I can give y'all a story to give y'all an example of it. Okay, so different things in my life. So I'll start with the earliest part first. So I played sports, football and basketball as a shorty. And I'm gonna give y'all the summary. So this ain't gonna be long and drawn out, but I know y'all here with me, chat. So I played football and basketball. I was naturally dope at basketball, but I started playing football so young. I got cold at football just from starting super young. I had been playing full contact football since I was like 6. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I got to high school, everybody at the school who was on their first year of football or their second year, it was curtains, cooked, runts. You know what I mean? So when it came to that, it was like I had put the work in and built my way up. But with basketball, I was just naturally good. I started playing basketball like 7th grade, organized, and just took over. Captain of the team, boom, boom, boom. Play varsity, high school, play college. Yeah, this shit easy. But when I got to college, I had to learn about politics, and I didn't have any built-in resilience. It was all up until I got to college. It was, if you the best at your position on the team, you start. You play the minutes. If you the best at your position on the team, if you can cook the dudes that play your spot, you start. Being good enough was good enough. I got to college and learned cooking niggas didn't even matter no more. He's 2 years older than you. I know his parents. I promised them on a recruitment visit, you know, this, that, and this, all type of variables and tangibles ain't got nothing to do with your skills or your ability to perform. And because I didn't have any built-in resilience, because all I knew was if I smoke him in practice or, you know, every single day and the coach is watching me cook, I'm going to be the starter. That's it. Even if it ain't at the beginning of the year, at some point. No, never. They'll lose. They don't care. And it's the same in the pros. It'll be a better player than the starting quarterback sitting on the bench because the quarterback got a big ass contract and y'all lose in the first round of playoffs and y'all could have won if the backup was in the game. It's the same shit, right? But people who have resilience, they fight through that, right? Okay, you know, let me just keep getting better, work on my game, wait my turn. I ain't know nothing about waiting no turn. Life ain't show me that shit. It showed me cook, you play, right? So because the resilience wasn't built in, shit, I said after hooping for a year in college, man, I said, I'm trying to go get some money. I went and got a full-time student, full-time job. Let's go get this bag. Yeah, man, these niggas, y'all ass tweaking. Yeah. I ain't got time to be playing with the man, fam.
Classic.
This motherfucker costs $30,000 a semester. You talking about? Yeah, I see you killing him in practice, but I can't put you on the floor because he a junior and you a freshman. Man, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. That shit ain't
classic.
I got you, coach. I'm finna go get this bread. What you talking about? So, but see, when it came now on the flip side, when it came to entertainment, I had to get that all the way out the dirt. It wasn't like naturally I had skills, but as far as building a career in the entertainment industry, I had to get that off. I ain't had no uncle. My uncle wasn't Barry Gordy. I ain't know nobody that knew somebody whose cousin was XYZ and connected to him. Or I didn't have a person that was moving, working the streets to put the bread behind my career to pay for I had to go get it all from scratch. I'm talking about I couldn't make the sandwich. I had to make the bread first. I couldn't make a sandwich. I had to make the bread first. It wasn't no go buy a loaf. I had to make some bread, and then we could start on a sandwich. I couldn't just put a slice of chicken. I had to grow a chicken. I had to get a chicken. I had to get a chicken, grow the chicken, cut the chicken, pluck the chicken to put some chicken on my sandwich. I had to get it all from scratch. What up, dog? Mr. McBride in the building. Chat 333 in the
classic.
Building. Right. So with that. Nothing ever stopped me because I built resilience through my journey. Like the easy road is the crippling road. The easy road is really a wheelchair. It's crutches. It's crippling. That's what the easy road is. You show me somebody who faced no adversity, or they faced their first look at adversity at that point in life. The first time you face adversity, you weak to it. That's gonna be your worst response to adversity. Gonna be the first time you face it. The second time, the third time, shit, by the fourth, fifth time, you hit a wall in life. You like, we already know how to get past the wall. Give me the chisel. Give me the chisel. Another wall. You ain't stopping shit. We gonna chip away. We gonna make a little hole. And we gone, folks. We right back to it. Yeah, and from chiseling all them hours to get through this little wall. Chiseling all them hours, we gonna come out on the other side with motherfucking muscles, abs. Shit, you don't even look like you've been through nothing. You look brand new. Yeah, I'm fortified.
Classic.
That's what resilience do. That's how resilience have you. So it's like ain't no strength without pain. You know what I mean? You want the muscles, you got to go to the gym and get active. That shit gonna hurt sometimes, and it's gonna hurt the day after. It's like that. It come with the game. You know what I mean? But resilience. That's that business. And then I think people who have a lot of resilience, people who have a lot of discipline, sometimes they get looked at as uptight. Sometimes they get looked at as militant. They get looked at as like too stern. But like the survival of the fittest, only the strong survive. You know, all of that stuff, that shit is real. The people who ain't scared to step on, metaphorically speaking, the people who aren't afraid to step on the ants out here, they the ones that run up, the wealth and the riches and all of that. You know what I mean? So you just gotta figure out who you want to be, because ain't nobody came and lived without going through the whole experience of life. This shit all encompassing for everybody. All of us gonna go through grief. All of us gonna go through trials, hardship. All of us gonna experience happiness, euphoria, love, hate. We all gonna go through all that shit. The only differences between us and our results is how we respond. That's it. So in closing on the code language, just reading the breakdown of resilience. Resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. It's the ability to bounce back from adversity. It involves adapting well in the face of challenges, trauma, or significant sources of stress. Resilience is not just about withstanding hardship, but also about personal growth and positive change that can occur as a result. So like I always say, don't go through something for nothing. We coming out bigger and better and badder. You know what I mean? Facts. Resilience. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. We getting into that chat Q&A. Anybody got questions, concepts, anything y'all want to talk about? Bring it to the table. I'm gonna play this track. By the end of the track, whatever questions is there, that's what we're gonna get to. Let's go.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds.
Talk to me, Chad.
Way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the fence. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving.
Talk to me, chat. What we got?
Find another me. Let's get focused. Walk the fruits of your labor. Gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long miles, I ain't gotta stop to breathe. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to sleep. Yeah, I put in that time, put in work, I'm a different breed. My work ethic marine, mama mentality, shout out the bean. Coach like sweat, 6 society.
Yeah.
Working out clean, bad work. Combination 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. I'm made different, I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different.
Y'all ass don't want to drop no questions, try to listen to the whole song. Where the questions at, chat? Chat Q&A, man. What's up? Y'all ass will let the whole shit rock. Then a question come in at the end. Y'all ain't slick, man. Drop the topics, man. What we talking about, chat? Y'all got 45 seconds and I'm out. I promise you. I promise you. Y'all been playing this game for like 3 days now. Where Jay Zilla at, man? We on to you. We on to you, man.
Classic.
Yeah. Nah, see. Play the whole record. Nah, nope. Ask a question. Mother got the topic typed out. We finna let her. I'm gonna hit enter as soon as that bitch ride out. No.
Classic.
No. The jig is up. I'm on to you. No. I'm like, damn, this shit running. I'm looking at the numbers. I'm like, there's people in the chat. Is intelligent, smart, brilliant. They just got something they want to talk about. Yeah. I'm just looking. The song just playing. I'm rocking. I'm like, man, I know what this is, dog. I know what this is. That's crazy work, man. I ain't tap. Look, if we ain't got nothing, man, I'm gonna go ahead and tap out. I got a whole nother stream to get ready for in about 4 hours, man. For sure. Make sure y'all tap in with here we go. He was saying, question of the day, can you play the record again? Man, for chat 333, man, you know it's whatever. It's nothing.
Classic.
But before I play that record in closing real quick, I definitely want to say, make sure if y'all got time this evening, turn on your notifications. The link is already up for the live stream. We got the Queen Codes tonight. It's going to be a dope conversation. 5 beautiful women with all different, types of perspectives. I don't know what they're going to agree or disagree on. I don't know, what the situation going to be. But whatever it is, we going to see. And the place for the women to have their voices, right here at the Classic Codes, man. Because like I told y'all from the beginning, whether y'all agree with me or disagree with me, I think at the end of the day, we all got the same intentions. Like, I definitely want to see that marriage rate change. I definitely want to see structured families, which creates more stable adults, less criminals, all types of stuff. There's a lot of good fallout to figuring out this problem. So we're going to tap into it and we're going to work on it together.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
And that's just what it is. That's the long and the short of it, man. We got a real mission on this side. And a lot of it's going to consist of us being willing to be uncomfortable, have certain conversations, whatever the case. Sometimes the women got to press us a little bit. Sometimes we got to get them a little, challenge them a little bit. We got to see what's to it for real so we can get this thing figured out. Jay Zilla in the chat said, how do you stay honest in a room full of liars? Shit, I'll give you a quick answer to that. How do you stay honest in a room full of liars? First thing you do is make sure you give trying to stay monetized on all platforms. Make sure that you disregard any concern about how they feel about you. A lot of times when people lie, it's because they want to be perceived a certain way so that they can hopefully get whatever their desired results is out of said situation. But honestly, authenticity take you farther. Sometimes you got to sit down and be a little uncomfortable, but just rest in what it is. And at the end of the day, once people get past their discomfort, they respect you. They respect you. You might say something that's off-putting or uncomfortable, whatever the case may be, but they'll respect you. So you just can't really care about how people feel about the truth. Like the truth make a lot of people uncomfortable. The truth might make you uncomfortable. But if you're the type of person that can handle the truth, then it is what it is. You know, if you've been uncomfortable once, you know how to do it again. But it is, at least you know what's going on around you in real life. You know what I mean? People who live in lies and shit like that, like for too long and shit like that, they start suffering, man. That's why you see people have them come to Jesus moments or they just out of the blue come clean. Like that shit, that shit torturous. Correct me if I'm wrong, podcast said, hey, Perry took over my #1 spot. It's ugly for you, dog. It's ugly for you, dog. Joe Jet in the building, bullseye. Yeah, we gonna cook. We gonna cook. But yeah, man, y'all, I hope y'all all come back tonight and some. Make sure y'all share the link if y'all got sisters, female cousins. See you tonight, April. If y'all got sisters, female cousins, whatever the case may be, send that link around, man. It's gonna be dope. It's today the show gonna have a decent amount to do with it's gonna be a mix. It'll be some relationship type stuff, but it's gonna be like some like female POV type stuff too, where they can get a perspective on different things in regards to just how women are seen, how they see their sisterhood, all that shit. We're gonna get into all that shit. So yeah, man, make sure y'all tap in tonight for sure. But in closing, the chat did ask to hear that record one more time, so it's nothing. Let's go.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, more I'm made different. I work too hard, ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty.
Nah, pull up, bro. You ain't gonna be on the stream, but definitely jump in the chat.
It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me, babe. I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long miles, I ain't gotta stop to breathe. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to sleep. Yeah, I put in that time, put in work, I'm a different breed. My work ethic marine, mama mentality, shout out the beam. Coach like sweat, 6 society T. I'm in the gym working out clean. Bad work, 5 punch combinations, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Boy, I'm made different, I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with me. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty.
Yeah.
They stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it in with me.
Classic.
All right, y'all, man. If y'all don't do nothing else, make sure y'all do it for me. Stick to the codes. We got another classic.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart